Hi, good morning everyone. Thanks for joining in and being here so early. Let's start off with Namaskar, Buddha Agnya on the earth, Reza Kundalini and Buddha cells in Bandhan. We're going to start off with the three great mantras. Then Sri Ganesha Atharvashirsam done by Shri Mataji herself. After that, a talk that was done on this day in 1980. So I won't talk anymore from now on. And saying goodbye to you already, and have a wonderful day. And for the Vemoran Collective, having a great Ganesha Puja tonight.
प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षातात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं मान् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवधातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुजानमम शिष्यम् अवपश्चातात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरातात् अवदक्षिणातात् अवचोद्ध्वातात् अवाधरातात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्वं चिन्मयः त्वं आनन्दमयस्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दा इत्योषि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदं ततो जायते सर्वं जगदं तद्वशिष्ठति सर्वं जगदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारिणी वाक्प्रदानि त्वं गुणत्रयारतीतः त्वं देहत्रयारतीतः त्वं कालत्रयारतीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोषि नित्यं त्वं शक्तिप्रयात्मकः त्वं योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा स्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिपूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादितरणन्तरन् अनुस्वारा परतरः अर्धेन्दुरसितं तारेण रुद्रम् एकत्वमनुस्वरूपं ककारा पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यं रूपम् अनुस्वारा शान्तरूपं बिन्दुत्तररूपं नागसन्धानं सहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषि निश्चिद्गायत्री चण्डः गणपति देवता ॐ गं गणपते नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो जन्ति प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वर्दं हस्ते बिभ्राणं मुषध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुविक्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणवर्जितम् आदिभूतं च सुष्ठुतो प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायन्ति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनावरा नमो ग्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रथमपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः.
You are carrying on with the myth. Now, ego in a man is nonsense, much as I have told. Just do not accept its existence. It doesn't exist for you any longer. It does not exist. Ego is only existent in God because He does something. You do not do. That's why it's a myth. Your ego is a myth. You have no ego. It's a myth. And you're carrying on with the myth. Now, ego in a man is nonsense. Ego in God is all sense. Now, when you are facing the photograph, just to check up yourself, humble down yourself. First of all, humble down. Like a person who wants to perfect oneself. Before the photograph, you humble down yourself and try to find out what's wrong with you. Best thing is to give yourself a bandhan. Don't think again. Humble down means try to bring down your attention to your heart. Humble down. Bring it down to your heart. Don't think. Now you put attention to the photograph without thinking and see for yourself what chakras are catching. One should not immediately jump into conclusion, oh yes, I am catching for this, I am catching for that, I am catching for another person, and all this nonsense is not needed. You need not take it to a rationality to judge it, why you are catching. That's not important for us. It is catching. All right. So do not go on a trip of thinking. I can ask, you need not. If you are checking other people, then it's all right because you can tell them what is to be done. But then you find something now left is catching. So now you know that this is because of your guilt. Whichever is built in your subconscious, you are catching on the left. It could be due to anything because you didn't have proper sense of morality. That's the basics. Left Vishuddhi is immoral. If you have been immoral, you get this. Basics. Then sisters relationship. Then guilt that is built in the subconscious. If you become immoral, in the subconscious the guilt is built. Any such guilt can come as any other guilt. Like you see, the real guilt is due to something else, but people express it as something else. All right. So do not worry as to what guilt you have got. I never tell you what guilt you have got, if you remember it correctly. Never, I tell you, that you should say that you have got this guilt. Many people tell me that I have got a guilt that there is war in Vietnam or some sort of a nonsense. Or my forefathers went to Argentina and killed many Indians. All this is nonsense, you see. The guilt is a subconscious action. Is what you call the conditioning in the left. When there is some sort of an immoral behavior that is done, even you may not be knowing what is morality. See, if you do not know dharmas, might be something you are doing which you should not have done. So forget about it. Detach yourself. The one who has committed mistake is your ego, not you. You are pure because you are spirit. So don't condemn yourself for that. You are not to bother. For example, if there is defect in the instrument, there is no defect in the electricity. Electricity is pure. It is not carried out because there is defect in the instrument. So we have to correct the instrument. Now, if you think you are the electricity, you can correct it. But if you think you are the instrument, you can never correct it. Because again you go to your subconscious, try to find out, oh, what things I must have done. It could be from your previous lives also. It could be you might have caught it by saying something very filthy which you do not remember. So do not tax your mind. We are not psychoanalysts at all. To find out psychologically what is wrong with us by asking questions and this time troubling yourself too much with ego. Psychologists only think of the left, but they don't know when you try to do that, you develop your ego. When you start thinking about it from where this has come, immediately you develop the ego of a person. And the person goes on to the ego trip, and which is even more dangerous than subconscious problem. Because people who have ego trouble the whole community, while those who are superego only trouble themselves. People with ego are much more dangerous and troublesome than the people with superego. So you just, first of all, see what is the matter with you. Now left Vishuddhi is catching. Alright. So that means you are carrying. The Kundalini is not properly going through the left Vishuddhi. Alright? Then you be attached to your spirit. Try to attach yourself to your spirit. Then you clear it out. I see like that. Supposing I am the spirit and you are the body. I see my spirit and I see your spirit. I am not bothered what you have got. In the same way you see yourself in two ways. That you are the spirit and you are not the body or the mind or anything. So we have to clear it. They are paroksha, they are different. They are another. We have to correct it. As electricity is separated from this instrument, in the same way you are separated from your spirit. But this separateness must be understood in meditation. That's why meditation is necessary. For meditating, you should say that, Mother, make me the spirit. I am the spirit. Mother, I am the spirit. You start seeing through the eyes of the spirit everything. Then you do not feel bad. You laugh at yourself, make fun of yourself, and then you enjoy yourself. You live with yourself. You play with yourself. You joke with yourself. And the whole thing becomes a joke. But for this, when you meditate, you find out first of all what is the matter with you. But not mentally you resolve it. Through your vibrations and mantras. Mantras are very important for Sahaja yogis. If these mantras could be said loudly is better in the beginning. That is why in privacy you can do all these things. In your room you can work it out. Now you can use lemons, you can use water, you can use light, you can use ether, akash, you can use sea. All these things you can use to cleanse yourself. Once you start facing yourself through your spirit, you won't be so frightened. Because you do not want to face yourself, you are all the time in that mood of frightened fear. But once you start facing, you'll be amazed that really you are beautiful. And all these things will drop. So there is no need to condemn yourself in any way or to relate yourself, but just be your spirit. The best way to be with your spirit is to forgive. Forgive. Because then your thoughts will go away. I mean, here there are people with superego, but as soon as you remove their superego, they get into ego very fast. I've seen it. I mean, they are really basically egos. Actually, as if from the horse they have fallen for a while. And as soon as you take them away, they lift them, they just jump onto the horse again. It's like that. So one has to be very careful about this point. Now when you meditate, how much time? Again you are thinking. All this meticulousness, if you try, then again you are thinking. You just take a proper place to sit down, keep the photograph before you, and just feel your vibrations. Where are you catching? Alright, then you know how to remove your catches. Without thinking, try to do that. Then say the mantras on different chakras wherever you are catching, first of all. First of all, ascertain them. Need not say all the mantras. Only say the mantras in that part with your heart. Remove your badhas with your hand and movement as you know them. And it would work out. Then take her out because it's a very congested just now, no? For children. She'll be better off. Too much for her to face. The less you think, the faster you move with your realization. This is the blessings of Indians. That's why you can ask Ray what he has to say about Sahaja. They don't think much. Now see my cook, whom I wanted to teach cooking. In 1 year he learned, one month he learned how to cook. Very well. But I can tell you, I cannot teach you people for 6 months. Even I don't know if I can teach you that much, even in 1 year. Because very few thing will go into the brain, and then come to the hand is also difficult. You discuss anything, say planning of the room, everybody will be arguing. Without thinking that just receive the thing, let's see what it is, everybody will start arguing. In the same way, if you have to learn how to be a spirit, do not argue it out. Do not think about it. Just try to become. You have to become. You have to become. Now I have understood your basic problem is that everything you want to sort out with your brain. You don't want to use your hands. And that's why the inertia is setting in. People are becoming lethargic, you see. Unless until you move physically, how the inertia is going to go out? Not through your brain. So reduce your thinking. Do not try to sort out things through your thinking. It will give you a serenity, kind of a peaceful existence. While talking to each other, better to whisper, talk slowly. In my presence, you shouldn't shout and talk loudly. In a very whispering way. It's a silence in which you are here. Normally people talk as if, say, I'm just a housewife or something. One should understand that's not the way to talk. Because then you are missing the point. You see, you're playing with my Maya, which you should not come into. Try to each other also, because you are saints. Do not quarrel and argue. Reduce your arguments to minimum and minimum. Moreover, find out all the ways by which your mind goes out and stop it. Try to stop that. Because now your mind has thought for at least 7 lives ahead. You don't need any more thinking. You've done enough. Whatever brain God has given you, you have so much bashed it that now better leave it alone and don't think. Then the inspiration will come to you from within. And when the inspiration will be coming, then you'll find it will be very different. It will be very beautiful. Absolutely beautiful it will. I think if you read Zen, I'm not saying go and read. Immediately you'll buy 10 books and start reading. For heaven's sake, don't. I'm just telling you that if you read Zen, you won't understand, normally. People won't understand. They'll just describe like a little flower standing lonely alone in the woodlands. They go see and enjoy it and see that identification of loneliness, that God is alone, He has no companion, He cannot share. But you cannot, you will think about it, put words on it and make something nonsense out of it. But they'll enjoy, just enjoy. They'll make a pattern out of some stones and some sand. And I've seen all Americans and all other people who go there, they say, what is this? What is this? What is this? It is a pattern to neutralize your thoughts. That you go into thoughtless awareness. You just see the pattern without thinking. You try to see at least my face without thinking, which my face itself makes you thoughtless. If you watch my face, it makes you thoughtless. So you watch my face without thinking. On the photograph, you can watch my face without thinking. And it will work out. Try to make yourself thoughtless. That's the first stage you have not achieved. And you jump onto that. For no rhyme and reason. You jump onto that thought business. This is the only quality difference between you and Indians. They do not think about it. They just imbibe. Have you seen a child being nursed? It doesn't think, it's just sucking and enjoy. What they say is to take attention inside. But if you tell anybody here, they will say we are pulling our inside attention. With your brain you will be trying all tricks and doing nothing. Is to silence yourself. Silence your mind. And a serene atmosphere is there, which you feel around, which I feel very much in India. Here also sometimes it sets in within you, during puja time and all that. At the puja time, now it's much better. Before, they used to quarrel early in the morning. Before puja, big quarrel is on. And then the puja would start. I wouldn't know what to do with that kind of a puja.